Help out, unmute my mic. Go ahead and turn that down. Because I know it's going to be too loud once it kicks back into the next song. Welcome in, everybody! Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, Scopely Event's not working. Is anyone surprised? I'm not. Also, don't call Rev an idiot because you're going to ask today. Yes, I'm behind in my battle pass because I actually forgot to do yesterday's event. Does that not speak to how... Oh my gosh, is that... Like, I even made videos yesterday. Like, I spent hours pouring through battle logs. Hours! Putting a video together, talking about this game, and then I forgot to do the frickin'... Well, no overflow for Rev this month. No overflow for Rev. Unless I buy a pack. Yay. Oh my goodness. And then we've got an ALB launching that one. I'll make a quick note for everybody. The ALB is not scoring correctly. But doesn't even matter if you're first or second in this. Like literally it should be one of the top two or don't care. It's I don't know if my alliance is even going to push hard for it, to be completely honest with you. So of course, lots of things going on tonight. Lots of things going on. Not necessarily good things, but things are happening in an annoying way, which I think has become a theme for many of us in this game. We love it, but at the same time, it frustrates us. It frustrates us so. So we're going to chat today about, well, a little bit of where am I living? What son of a biscuitator? Well, we moved apparently. Whoops. Oh my gosh. Whoopsie daisies. Apparently we dropped all these. All right, well, just found that out on stream. It's a great day in Rev's world today. It's a great day in Rev's world. Is there a spot for me? Oh gosh, there is. Yay. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Wunderbar, there's a spot for me. Now I just gotta go find something else to freaking mine. Okay, we'll come away up here. Sorry, y'all, I'm not ignoring you. I will shout out to everybody in chat, and if y'all like to shoot your servers on down, I will shout them out. But for now, Rev's got to find a freaking node for this stupid daily, stupid game and it's stupid mining and zut. Sorry, that was French. I try not to speak French on channel. I know we don't look highly on the French, but sometimes it comes out. Sometimes it comes out, but sometimes you got to keep that French in. Do your best. Don't let it out. La passe patate. Whoops, did it again. Okay, anyway, let's get some shout outs because I'm just being lame at this point. Shout out to 133, 75, 42, server 79, server 31, 155, 80, 27, 181, server 60. Enjoying the Broken Armada event. Good to see you. 61, 35, 159, server 16, server 63, server 81. Hey, I've played on 63. I've got an account there. 134. Yes, Luan's lower deck ability is in fact working. It's simply displaying incorrectly. If you do the math, she's working properly. 24, 27, 68, 181, 20. Hey, Eric, what alliance are you in on 20? 176, 69, 14, 180, 12. Omar, why did you put the 0 in front of it? You almost confused the snot out of me. You almost confused the absolute snot out of me. Why would you do that? 52, 121, server 145. Good to see you. Salute to you as well. Or if you're in... But the Brits, they do it with like open palm, right? Am I doing it right? Okay, cool. 164, 36. Welcome in, everybody. If y'all do me a huge favor while you're here, go ahead and invite everybody else in your alliance, everybody else in your server to come on down. Good to see Nebinator. I love how you have like the Eve Echo salute guy. That's great. When will we get a more stable path to Apex research medals? I don't know, but we'll keep asking for it. I mean, it's supposed to be at a between arcs run, and the between arcs run is becoming less predictable. It used to be a pretty predictable thing and we knew what was happening, and right now it's all over the place. It's all over the place. So we've got to, and yes, by the way, for all those asking, there are scoring issues with the Armada event all over the place, and it has been passed to the dev team. We are waiting on the dev team to respond, but yeah. Let's just say they were perplexed by the issues. Like, what do you mean it's not working? It's like, it's the first time you've played your own game, people. The first time you played your own game. I do want to point out about the Strange New Worlds crew because I have had this happen a lot in the past 24 hours. La'an is working correctly. Now, Obviously, I've got her on the bridge right now for full synergy, but I want to point out that Lon is working correctly. However, the issue is a display issue. If you actually calculate what she's doing to your max cargo, it is working. Wrong one, this one right here. But it's displaying more than it should, because of course it is. Because of course it is. So let me go ahead and swap this crew out, because I've got to go do dailies that I didn't do yesterday, because Rev was like, you know what? I'm not in the mood. And I wasn't in the mood. I did way too much. So where's the chicken dance button, Ebinator? Tonight, you can get an opportunity to make Rev chicken dance. Tonight is your night. Tonight is the night. DJ got us falling in love again. Please explain to everybody that swapping alliances here does nothing for you, since all those technically count as one event. What are you talking about, Beta? What are you even talking about, sir? What are you even talking about? All we need to do a little quick health officer infusion. A little baby one should work. How about some Myric? Myric good for you? Bam. All I need is 300%. Want to send these out. Have you noticed a drop rate decrease to the 49s? Nope, not at all. Have not. It's all RNG. Like, I promise you, 1 week we'll have people come to me like, dude, I think that they're dropping more BPs in Soul. And then the next week, like, whoa, man, I think that there's no BPs dropping in Soul. It's just RNG. I'm pretty sure they don't touch it. So that's not YouTube. Steve, well, I think you're in the minority there, but I also respect it. That's why we have 2 different versions. You can come to this version, and we'll focus mostly on analytics in the game and answer your questions. Then on Twitch, we'll be a little bit goofy. Who plays after this Armada event? What do you mean? What do you mean, Bond? I don't understand the question. Speaking of, I did finally get my Pike avatar, and if everybody out there can confirm, they did as well. I will be using my Anson Mount avatar. There's Spock. There's Anson Mount. There's Lon. So I'm gonna use my Pike avatar, and then we're gonna give him a frame. You want to give him the Boimler effect frame works really well with him. The Valentine's Day frame actually works hella good with him. That looks crispy bacon. That doesn't look good at all. The ears, cute, but not what I'm going for. Honestly, the TOS arc works, but I'm not a huge fan. Obviously, that doesn't look good at all. L cars would make no sense. Classic frame, classic. All right, you got yours on server 31. Good, Tombstone. Good. Can't log in the game since yesterday. Can't reach customer support. Can't generate scope ID. How can I get it fixed? So yesterday's update that they pushed did present a lot of issues on varying Android devices. They are currently working on fixing that. I do not have an ETA. All I can tell you is that they are aware of it and that they are working on it. I'm gonna go with this one. I just like how it looks. But it did cause a lot of issues with the entire state, apparently, of Android users. I mean, there's Android devices from a wide range currently suffering problems. People complain that they switched from second to first and last mid-event and then not getting the AOB. That's what he meant. Well, then why would they do that? You shouldn't be doing that. That's old news. You don't switch during events, so you don't get credit. Suck it up. Everybody knows this. It's been this way for forever. Andre, Rev did used to equal pastor. I no longer am a pastor. No longer. Thanks for the update, Rev. But what happens once my shield drops? You get raided. That's what happens when your shield drops. Keep that bad boy up. Keep that bad boy up at all times. GoPlay spent more time and money for commercials for this game than actually making the needed changes for players. That's inaccurate, but I understand your frustrations. Yeah, for the first time, Marius, iOS is not the one suffering. Usually it's iOS with the constant issues. This is one of those rare times where Android is getting... Can't keep a shield if I can't log in? You can ask customer support to help you out. More than likely, you're just going to lose your resources. The good news is most resources get paid out in forms of tokens now. So you can definitely get your stuff back and just cash in some tokens. But, you know, I'm assuming customer support is going to do refunds for players who claim that they can't log in. I will also remind you that there is the PC client. You log in with your Scopely ID, use that to try to catch up, if you will, and put a shield up. But yeah. Well, Star Trek, that's no longer a thing, but I guess it does have a ring to it. It's no longer a thing, though. Congratulations, Dan, on getting a Kelvin. Yeah, now, if you've never set up a Scopely ID, you're just kind of up the creek right now. It's just up the creek. Is it old Android? No, David, there are some S21s that have it. It's mostly the operating system from what I've seen so far in the dev chats and everything. But it's newer devices as well. Artelec, you definitely need to be looking for bases to raid at all times, regardless of if anybody is online or offline. Everybody should be looking to raid every day. It's fun. And no worries for the spam, Meta. We have almost 250 people here. Sometimes it's tough to catch everything. Is there a point to leveling up the Stella other than the research tree? I don't see the point. Well, you just listed the point. I mean, the Outlaw research tree, as we've covered, is one of the more important trees in the game. So you're going to want to go through that. If you don't have that research, you're going to be missing out on quite a bit. And this is something, and I'm speaking from experience there. That's an issue that I've had. And by the way, I have an S21. It works fine for me, but one of the reported devices that was having problems was an S21. It's working in terms of, I'm speaking from experience. I'm having to catch up on Outlaw, and I'm missing efficiency researches and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it happens. And you've got to be maxing and scrapping Stellas to get that. So it's something that I really do try to encourage everybody to work on, even if it is a pain. Even if you're doing it slowly, it is something that you want to start going through. And, I'll start doing it here. So you get my directives and my rep, then get some more directives using data. So I've actually been mining data again to try to do that. Pulling our Outlaw research credits, which is a horrible return. And then coming through here and doing this, your uncommon uranium pool, getting that for when I have a reset, getting this for when I'm taken to the next level. And then I'm waiting for my epic to reset, and I can do that. Then doing this one, getting more rogue credits and more rogue reputation so I can level up to the next level because I'm way behind. I'm finally starting to refocus on this. Outlaw research, in my opinion, is still not the best research in the game, but it is one of the best research trees once you get it maxed out. It's definitely better than that stupid galaxy tree. Armadas are fun with your alliance when you don't have to try and hoard directives for spend events. Armadas to me have gotten really stale just because there's nothing, except for the potential of PvP, there's nothing really exciting about them for me. There's just nothing really there. I mean, you're not doing anything. So, yeah, does that make sense? Like, I like Armadas, don't get me wrong, but it's tough to get excited about them. It's tough to get excited about them. Any point in pulling the Outlaw recruit? Personally, not for me. I don't see a point in that. I think that's kind of a waste. But that's up to you as well. There's to be challenge boost. I don't even know. Well, let's not go into a theory or theorizing mode here because, well, we could be theorizing for a long time. We could be theorizing for a long time. Let's focus on what we can actually focus on. They're worse when your server bans Armada PvP. Well, do it anyway. Who cares if a random group of people say don't do something? It's a video game. They can take a massive, massive row and shove it up their tailpipe. Armada excitement also drops 40 to 46. I guess is the only relevant thing. You only get resources. Well, the 40 through 46 turn-ins are just bad too. I mean, there's no value in them. There's no value in them. Armadas, I got to go into my augment. And I always pull this every day for transporter patterns. Boop. Get my transporter patterns in. And then I'm actually going to go mine some more data. We'll be very busy today on stream. So bring all your questions and bring all your thoughts because Rev's going to be doing it all on stream. Multitasking like a fiend. I'm going to fly it over here. Boop. It'll take 1 minute. And let's see, you'll get there first. And you'll come here too. As a player in the mid-30s, I like the Armadas for the ship BPs in the chest. Yeah, Max, I'm not saying that Armadas, especially in the 30s, aren't good for payouts. I'm saying that as a mechanic, it doesn't excite me that much. It doesn't excite me that much. So for all the bugs and tech issues, at least we don't have adverts. Oh, I mean, yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons this game can charge what it does is the demographic of this game won't put up with that. So they know y'all will pay a premium for certain things. y'all will pay a premium for certain things. And honestly, I would too. I hate ads. I hate ads. I hate ads. You see one of the new augment systems has an inert data node not active. Geo, no, I don't know. Do you think there should be a system where if someone attacks the amount of UPC, their name and base location should be broadcast publicly for 10 minutes? No, Dark, because why am I shaming somebody for what the game allows them to do? There's no game rule that says it's bad to hit somebody UPC. Now, do I do it? Not unless we're at war, but that's, Dark Torch, that's not against the rules. It's actually part of the rules. It's fine. I mean, I'm not going to publicly shame somebody for playing the game just because they do it differently than me. Come on, man. Come on, man. Absolutely ridiculous statement. Ridiculous. Hey, Omicron, good to see you. Good to see you. Absolutely good to see you. I'm trying to make heads or tails of the officer spreadsheet. Which statistic tells me if I should bother upgrading an officer or not? Immediate value, upgrade value. Well, those scores are... They are a mix of content creators and other individuals giving values to certain officers. To try to give you an idea of that, I would say that part of the tree is a little outdated, or that part of the officer's sheet is a little bit outdated. But the officer tool is just, it's grown to be a complicated tool, not in a bad way. I mean, the information on it is great, but it does have a lot more information than when it originally started. So it's not something that's so easily answered, just passing it on to you here. If you try to change your world pike, change your spike, and 5 on board probes. I've tried basically everything that you can do with Strange New World Pike. I have done a lot of that, yes. Afternoon Shads. Do you have any updates you can tell us about what was mentioned a while back about lion stations or some kind of mechanic? Nope. Not at all, I do not. Dark Torch, let me go ahead and make this as incredibly clear. Your server row does not matter to anybody. Like, it doesn't matter to the game. It doesn't matter to content creators. It's not a real thing. Now, if y'all want to obey that, that's fine. But server row is not real. Scopely doesn't care about server row. I don't care about server row. And if y'all choose to use that, that's fine. But the game will never support you for it. The game will never support your row. The game will create events that don't support your row. And that's just how the game is. Now, if a server decides to build rules for themselves, that's completely okay. But the game will never support that, nor will a content creator, because there's 200 servers. I'm not going to support your row and not somebody else's. I just support nobody's row. I support the game's row, and then also being a courteous person. Like, I'm not going to just go be a jackwad and destroy things for the sake of destroying them. But at the same time, that's okay. How do I determine which officers I should upgrade and which officers I shouldn't waste time on? Michael, all I can really say is I've got a crap ton of videos, and not that I'm trying to push you away, but what you're asking is too complicated. There's 300 people here, and it would take me 30, 45 minutes to go through all of your stuff and to go through all your officer tool to focus on answering your questions. And I just can't devote all that time on stream to one person. I could try to do that offline, but I can't devote all that time to one person. Like, the question that you're asking is far too complex to just answer yes, no, do this, do that. How do you get merit of honor badges for away team assignments? Thanks, and catch you later. Have to go to work. Well, Bill, how are you going to catch the thing? So anyway, there is an away team mission that pays out those that you're looking for. There's an away team mission, so you're relying on RNG to spawn it for you. Artilac, I've got all kinds of playlists. Nobody ever uses them, but I have a ton of playlists. Will missions in the holodeck ever go away or just added in the future? Triax, to my knowledge, they're going to be added. I am still waiting to see what they do with that, though. I'm still waiting to see what they do with it. What you hear? Oh, you're on a ship. Okay. Who else we got? Oh, Kurt. Yeah, there you go. Am I part of the dev team? No, I'm not a dev. I'm just a content creator. Now, I will talk to and work with and give, thoughts, advice, feedback to the dev team, but I do not work for Star Trek Fleet Command. I'm not Scopely. Payouts battle pass are better, or do they just jump at level 40? They jump at level 40. So if you go from 39 to 40, your battle pass rewards will improve. Any suggestions on what missions do from the holodeck? Honestly, none of them. The holodeck is meant to be a catch-up mechanic. It allows you to go do missions that you missed. Maybe you weren't around when they did the TOS arc. Maybe you weren't around when they did the TNG arc. It's just simply allowing you to go back and play those missions that you missed. That's all it is. Level 35, just got my last 10 Cerritos BPs, 100 now. Do I still get the event next Wednesday? So the Wednesday Cerritos event is designed to give you exactly 100 BPs. So if you got 100 BPs from the Cerritos event, California class event, then you will not get it again. If you had 50 before and you got 50 here, you'll still get 5 more weeks of it. It's designed to give you exactly 100. Oh, try actually use my playlist. That's very kind of you. Check out the STFC officer tool. It has a rating system. Well, that's what he's talking about, Scar. He's using the officer tool, but he just needs direction, which I think I have like 4 videos on the officer tool. I have 4 or 5 videos on the tool, and I haven't made one in about a year, but I have 4 or 5 videos on the tool itself. Wish they would add Vice Admiral and XO to the game other than just comms. What do you mean, Shannon? Talking about adding higher rankings, I am actually really against that. You would create an incredible imbalance if you took, say, look at like one of my max officers, you took like Spock and he stops the commander. If he'd go that high, the whales or the high level players already have an egregious advantage. You would just be making it so overwhelming. There's no way to even come close to touching them. You would imbalance the game in many ways if they went higher in rank, because that means their stats would then grow higher with the rank. Okay, now if you mean in alliance ranks, there are some alliance updates coming down the pipe. Obviously, I can't say what those are, but there are some alliance updates coming down the pipe. So if I misunderstood, got you. But I will say that people have talked about the officers need to continue higher in rank. I'm like, no. We don't want that. We don't want that. Now, as far as alliance having more options for diplomacy, more command structure, that is something that they have asked players about. Like, what would y'all like to see in this regard? So it's something that we could expect to see. Silent scope account, they got blasted down level 1. Your Scopely ID, what was it tied to an account? Be nice to share territory space with friendly alliances. Oh yeah, all that's great ideas. All those are great ideas. Higher ranking for alliance for our players. Yeah. Even the vice admiral rank would be nice. I think there are a lot of additions that could be made there. I think that only having the admiral and commodore rank is a little bit limiting. Not too many alliance will actually use agent, premier, etc. as a stepping stone system. I mean, I always did when I was a leader, but there's not a lot there. Brett, I mean, if there's a pack discrepancy thing, I don't know. I have no idea which one of these is yours. I've got about 40 DMs. If you want to go ahead and re-DM me, Brett, and push it to the top, I can look at it real quick here on stream, but I'm probably going to give you an answer you don't want to hear. Probably going to give you an answer you don't want to hear, but if you want to resend it real quick, push yourself to the top of my DM list and I will try to look at it. You request to add alliance message of the day. That's already there. Artilac, that already exists. It's in the announcement right here. You just have to have your players actually use the announcement panel. It already exists. Already exists. Do you know that there's another Picard event coming up? I'm still 45 sure. Are you asking me if there's another Picard event coming up? I mean, there's not one currently on the calendar, no. And no, William, there's no reason to camp at 42 in my opinion. I'd like to be able to use an alliance mate's base to swap the crew on board below swap. I mean, Otaku, that sounds great. I don't think that'll ever happen. There's nothing in the game mechanics that would allow that. That'd be some really convoluted thing that they would have to create. I don't think that would ever happen, but it would definitely be more Star Trek lore friendly. And I definitely love Star Trek lore friendly stuff. That's why I liked cloaking being in the game. I like the stories getting better. I like lore friendly. Any advice on how much to hoard? What item? I mean, I can't tell you what to hoard for every item in the game. We're literally like over 200 currencies. So, but I mean, recruit tokens. I just made a video about this. Don't sit on like a million ultras unless you're just trying to win the next leaderboard that comes around, which we never know when exactly that's going to be for an ultra recruit leaderboard. I just try to make sure I have enough for when the SMSs come around, and then I'm constantly pulling, but I need officers, you know, I mean, premiums I never hoard really. Ultras I'll hoard to an extent, but you've got to, don't saddlebag your game waiting on officers either. William, if you're 32, I would say you need to go all the way to 35. There's really nothing there. Go all the way to 35. My opinion. Let's do one more. You got 40 Burrell blueprint pull from the S&W chest. Scopely must have made some mistake with that. It would be nice if they added that you could change crews while flying. They did not make a mistake with that, Marines. You just got the good RNG pull. Before going level 39, how many epic officers should I have max? Currently I have level 37, close on 3. That's pretty solid. Usually we go by rares max because the average player is going to struggle with the epic side of that. But yeah, it sounds like you're good for 39. What are Scopely's policy about selling or give away accounts? Both of those are against TOS. You cannot sell an account nor give it away. If an account is found to be sold or give it away, it will be banned. It will be banned. Need Devore prints, but not in the store. Correct. The Devore, if you're needing the Devore blueprints, there's a couple ways to get them. You can get them every Monday through a special event that the game will reward you with Devores for completing that. You can also get them from your 30-day chest. There are Devore blueprints starting at level 23 there. It's been a while since the Terror skin was offered, Trent. It's been a while. No, Paul, I do not expect to ever see a blueprint trade function. I do not. Could it possibly come? Sure, but I have no knowledge of that being developed. Will we ever to change captain crew without going back to base? Unlikely. Unlikely. Abraham, you can say it's not true, but I'm telling you that is true. I've watched players get banned about it. Stop acting like Scopely's consistent. That's the rules. That's what they do. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you want me to say. I've watched accounts get banned for it. Maybe they just didn't deem your proof was enough proof for whatever reason. I don't know the case, but you can't say that that's not true. That's inaccurate. Any chance I'll make territory batters 1-on-1? Nope. I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. Once again, that goes back to your internal server diplomacy and stuff. But that was something that was asked when territories came out, and it's never got any traction in 2 years. Hey, Self-Destruct, good to see you. How you doing? Come on in, bring your questions. Has Scopely committed to running Apex regularly between arcs? Committed is not a word I would use with Scopely. Yeah, I mean, as Wicked and Tenacious just pointed out, people have gotten banned for it, and several high-level spenders have gotten banned for that. So, hey, Doug, I appreciate the comment. Is it a bug that cloaked ships are sometimes still visible? Yes, Tolar, that is a bug. I thought that had actually been fixed. I haven't seen that bug around in months. So, yeah, that is a bug. When can we get Alliance Mail? Maybe one day. I mean, sure, I can see the utility of it. Yeah, Tenacious, I'm not trying to name any names. Like, I'm not trying to call people out who've got banned. That's definitely not what we're trying to do. But yeah, so Brett, see, you're thinking about the pack discrepancies. Nothing's going to happen with that. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. I mean, I pointed that out 2 years ago. I've had huge videos about it. It's not going to change. It's not going to change. So if you're on a newer server, your pack value is going to be less than mine on server 20. You know, my pack values on server 63 are less than mine on server 20, and it's not going to change. It's not going to change. So if you're on a newer server, you're spending more for the same amount of resources that I get. You're going to have to spend more for it. Now, as servers age, they get moved into a better spending bracket, you could call it, where their packs will get updated. But that's just the nature of it. And they will not change. Your jelly ability doesn't show in battle report, should it? No, your jellyfish ability should not show in the battle report. It doesn't have like a pop-up proc, but you can mathematically deduce that it is working. Hey, Raul, good to see you. For Android clients, after yesterday's update, that is a problem that's becoming pretty common. They are working on trying to fix it quickly. Goofed up and solo lock fed while at negative 2 million rep for KR. The grind is real. To fix this, pray for you. Hey, Husker, I believe in you. I don't have to pray for you. I believe in you. I know that you can do it. Got a full pull of Stranger World Spock. Unfortunately, it's on my level 34 account. Well, actually, Huzzah, Stranger World Spock on your level 34 can still be quite useful using him against swarms. He is really good on the original Franklin fighting swarms. So it's not a total loss there. I did say this in yesterday's video. No matter what level you are, you do want to unlock the Strange New Worlds crew. They are going to be a very powerful meta for you when it comes to hostile grinding. So you're going to want to unlock them at some point. So don't feel remiss. I mean, obviously you'd want to have them on the new account. I get that. But I'd be excited to have him on my low level account too. And hey, Taryn, good to see you. Good to see you. Man, I'm actually jealous. Treasure World Spock not good on Franklin A. I didn't say that at all, Frederick. Where did I say that, Frederick? Where did I say that? I didn't say that at all. Literally in my video yesterday, talking about the freaking crew, half the logs was about the Franklin A. We were killing swarms. No, seriously, it does work on the Franklin A as well. And they're just a really good crew. So good on the Franklin A. Can be used actually in hostile grinding. Now, Strange New World Spock is limited in that you have to be on an Explorer versus an Interceptor, and we assume that you will get a full set of that with the next month of the art. So, quit shouting. Some of us are at work. Look here, Q. Hey, everybody, Q's work. You still owe him $5. I remember that bet y'all made. Let me just go ahead and remind you. You owe Q $5. Give Q $5 right now. If you got in trouble, that's not my fault. A level 34 account isn't going to have a Franklin A. Yes, bingo. Because Franklin A comes at level 35. If you have maxed out your Franklin at tier 9, level 41, scrap it, 3, 5. Amalgam Refinery sucks for refits. It does. I pull my Amalgam Refinery pretty damn regularly, and I am currently at 40 chip shard trackers, which is poo. I'm actually going to cover it up with our baby donation link because it's so annoying to look at. If y'all would like to support the baby, remember every PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App donation this month, the baby should be here next Wednesday, 1 week from today. The baby should be here. Everything that you donate, you can choose a name for the baby, a middle name, not a first name. And we're naming after Star Trek. So like Riker's one of the options, James Tiberius, Jean-Luc, etc. And if y'all want to contribute, just appreciate it. Yeah, so hopefully it'll be here next Wednesday. And yes, I still plan on working, but we'll see how that goes. Would you agree that while the content release was mad, the actual events this arc have been more variety? How long has it been they did something they wasn't a matte spin in Armada SLB? I would say that the past few months have been pretty good variety. And yes, I'd say that there's good variety here. Somebody asked about the chat pop-out feature. Here you go. Are they talking nerdy stuff? Well, they're talking a bunch of stuff. Wow. Okay. Brett, I am one of those people that tries to work 100% of the time. I try not to miss work, so I still plan on working unless something's going on that I absolutely have to be there. Now, Wednesdays I stream twice. There's still hours in the day. Now, I probably won't make any videos, but I'll still try to stream. Yeah, Triax, if you're on the PC client, there's now a pop-out feature for chat. There's a pop-out feature for chat. So. Brett, I don't attend the birth, so it doesn't matter whether I'm there or not. I don't attend. I'll be in the waiting room, so. 3 days of swarms. Yeah, see, and there's also that. Like, I actually think there's been great variety in terms of style of events, but there's also been like, why are we doing swarms 4 days in a row? Why are we doing swarms? Oh, don't lock up on me. Don't lock up on me, sir. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm not big on the mining events, but I'm going to do them, obviously. It's a really easy one thanks to them adding isogen. Which name is winning? Right now, the name Dax is winning. The name Dax is winning for the middle name. James Tiberius is second, and then Riker is in third. James Tiberius is second, and then Riker is in third for the baby. You can allow a day off? Nope, I'm not. I'm sorry. Like everybody says, Rev, you should take a day off. That is not how being a content creator works. If you take a day off, you lose a lot of money. I cannot take days off, y'all. I'm sorry. Take that to your advantage, though. Understand that I can't take days off and use that to your advantage. Ask me for help. Ask me for help. We need more number one. You might be getting a number one. You might be getting a number one soon. You know, Brad, I was just kind of talking out to the ether. But, yeah. Still haven't pulled my Federation Allegiance token. Afraid it won't work again. Hey, just go ahead and pull it, buddy. Even if it doesn't work, that's Star Trek Fleet Command for you, bud. It's just scoping. It's just scoping. If you're level 19, would you say you have to max your North Star for level 20? No, I would not, Ty. In fact, it's incredibly difficult to do that because you can't procure many 3-star materials at level 19. So you don't have to worry about maxing your North Star. My current favorite Valdor PvP crew? Probably my Lorca Killy Trinity Officer or Lorca Killy Honor Guard Worf. I don't use it a ton just because of the cost. I mostly got the Valdor just to have and play with, but that would be my top. That would be my top. Speaking of refinery, I could actually go pull it now for my Cerritos. Give me good, give me good, give me good. I will actually take that. I'm 10 away from my next Tindy upgrade, which is going to be crispy bacon and some decent. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Are we supposed to have a double daily for the Rhodium parts or not? I'll be honest, I'm still ignoring the Rhodium stuff. I'm not touching it. They have yet to address the issues I brought up, so I'm still ignoring it. Is a decently tiered jelly enough to skip the uncommon 4-star ships? Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before, that in the game, you don't need to get, first of all, the highest you should take your jelly is tier 7 at the absolute max. Tier 4.5, tier 5 will do whatever you need for a long time. But I mean, if you want to just go for the 46s, which are better ships, then yeah, you can totally ride your epic faction ships and your ISS jelly to that point. That's 100% doable. Scopely is the feature. It is. What's our repair cost on the Valdor? Now, Dan, that will vary based on your research and your docs. For my Valdor, which is tier 3, my Valdor costs about 15 million to repair. 15 million tritanium. Forgot how long this game has been around. Trying to scroll through Discord for your first video out of curiosity. Well, my first video was February 2019, I think. So. Hypo. So getting the level 42s like the Valdor is really, built upon how long it's going to take you. And for me, it just comes down to fun. To me, getting a new ship is fun. So I choose to get the 42s. It's also going to take me a while to get to 46. Like, I'm not going to get to 46 incredibly fast. So I'm going to take advantage of that and get my 42s, enjoy a new ship. I'm not going to take it very high. I'm not going to tear it up very much. But Horse today, you got your Enterprise, you got mine a week ago. Dude, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. Congratulations. The Enterprise was one of my first early, like, big, like, huzzah moments. I actually got asked in a town hall this past Saturday, like, what are those moments that like just make me super excited in the game? And for me, it's unlocking ships, because I'm a collector and I love it. And that's like, you know, even though I'm currently saving up to go to level 46, my current like immediate goal is I'm slow faction grinding my Klingon up to get the Katinga. Now, do I need the Katinga? No. There's absolutely no reason I have to get the Katinga, but do I want the Katinga? You dang right I do. You dang right I do. I'm excited about that. So I have little things that make my game fun for me. And getting the Enterprise was one of those first like big moments that made me go, wow, I really love this. So every new ship that comes out, I want it. Like even the Sarcophagus, which I hate. I still will eventually get the Sarcophagus, which I will probably put nothing into it, but just to have it, I will have a Sarcophagus, which I'm 20 blueprints away from the start. From the perspective of hitting res, is a tier 4 Valdor beat a tier 5 Jelly? If you're taking into account titanium cost for repair, no, it's not. Tier 5 Jelly is more effective to hostile grind with. Cloak the Sarcophagus. Even with cloaking, I still don't care for the Sarc. That is not enough for me to like it. It's not enough for me to like it. Is what it is. Like I just don't know what to do with that. Like I can't really do anything with it. So how high do I plan on taking the Valdor? Tier 5, probably tier 5 is gonna be as high as I go with it. Tier 5 is gonna be high as I go with it. Wish I could add a bonus point scoring for using the Sarco. I mean, send it in. Send in a ticket with a suggestion and see what they say. I remember when my first Alliance member got the Enterprise and wanted it then. Now I have it. And I find it a pain because of the cost. That is a pain. Look, you need, not counting efficiency researchers, you need 50,000 uncommon gas to max it out. Was it 3 billion titanium? A few other things. But I mean, it's also a really good ship and it lasts a long time. Like I still use my auger in PvE at level 42. So 8 levels later, I still use that as my primary PvE grinder. So that is, I realize that that's not gonna be the same experience for everybody and that's fine. But I don't mind some of that grind because they made it a lot easier. I mean, they've made that a lot easier. And no, Colin, I've not watched the last Kenobi episode. I have to do that today. Do that today. It is on the list though. When I get any of the officers this month, that's the first time ever, even as a free to play. Why they make it so hard this month? Simon, I honestly can't answer that question. Like, I mean, I can't tell you why. It just is what it is. It's something that I brought up when we were having our meeting before this arc was launching. We had that meeting and I told him like, yeah, this just seems bad following a month where we just got an epic officer for free, but it is what it is. Does payout for ore, crystal, gas, and the rogue store for stellar particles get better with ops level? Is it worth saving them? Thank you for your great content. First of all, thank you for donating that £5 through a super chat. I really appreciate that, Jamie. Every little dollar that somebody could send helps out tremendously, especially with another kid on the way. For me, I don't touch those and I don't recommend touching those until you have maxed out your research tree. You want to use literally every particle you can to max out the Outlaw research tree. And unless you've maxed out that Outlaw research tree, I'm going to steer you away from the particles in the store. I'm sorry, from the ore crystal exchange. Is it something that you could do at some point? Yeah, I would say yes. You know, and to your point, You know, you can grow and get more as you level. See, I'm a known associate. I'm not sure what rank you are. This is what I get with known associate for Crystal. But I would really say what's more important is putting every currency or every bit of that currency into the research tree itself. At what level is Ramen locked? So there are 3 locks in the game: 10 million, 1 billion, and 15 billion. So once you get to those locks, they will not go below ever again. But those are the locks in the game: 10 million, 1 billion, and then 15 billion. Oh, wow. Graduate, dude, thank you. I appreciate it. Good to see you. How you doing, man? So I'm responding to something real quick. Bit late, but I'm here. We appreciate it, guys. McCady, welcome in. I'm just grinding reds and working on events and answering questions. Stranger World Pike and crew have bigger implications past 51 than 10D, hence why they aren't freely available. I don't think that's the logic that went into it. I don't. And honestly, 10D is very, very good for high level players as well. Ting or Valdor for grinding Armadas. So the reason I went for the Valdor first is it's the easiest to get resources for due to the event structure. Parabellum and ISS Jelly Brawl are immediate upgrades to your Valdor. So I went Valdor for that reason. I love battleships in this game because they finally added some impulse research that makes the battleships not feel so freaking slow. And battleships tend to have more hull health, making them more effective for a lot of things. Being Pike is in the first month of this arc, we might have more chances to get him in the event store before this arc ends. Yeah, if this arc has an event store, you would have to think that he's going to be available then. But I think the bigger issue is that many players are feeling like the rares are, you know, they're not going to have a chance at the rares, which usually people do. Usually people have a chance to get at least the uncommons or the rares. But yeah. And you're right, Graduate McKay. There actually is an error with the display of Lon. So if you go to Sing and you look at her officer ability, not you Gorkon, you blue-eyed Klingon. If you go to Lon, secure logistics, increases ship's base max cargo by 30%. It does work, however, it's displaying incorrectly. So if you math out what your cargo should be, she's working. But it's displaying higher than that, so a lot of people are putting her on the ship and then never able to get to that max amount and going, well, what the heck, she's not working. So it is working, it's just not working well. Like it works how it's supposed to, but it's displaying how it's not supposed to. So go figure. By the way, welcome in, Huzzah. Thank you for deciding to be a cadet on the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Everybody's support today. That is so very kind of y'all. Really appreciate it. Yeah, when you get your allegiance, you want to spend them to hit the next thing. I've been trying to spend mine to catch up on all the Romulan faction credits I burned. Remember when I burned like 600,000 Latinum on this stream for y'all? Yeah, I got to get all that back. I got to get it all back. Yeah, Graduated, I can't answer that, man. I really can't. I wish I could for you. All I can do is agree with you that it's annoying and silly, and why is it there? Like, why is it a problem? In regards to Lon, there's a bug where if she's on the Amalgam, the ship ability to take more resources doesn't trigger. I'll have to look into that one. Welcome in, Any Cooler. Did you miss anything? Well, we've been streaming an hour. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think, my friend? I'm glad that you're here, though. I'm using those for ROM credits as well. I need all those I can get from my Pylum. Wait, do you not have ROM? You don't have ROM? We for sure, we're going to get more chances to get Stranger World Spock through SMSs. DJ said we would, but I'm not seeing anything. Or again, is it Scopely being Scopely and it'll come when it comes? Always the latter point. Oh, Romulan. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, dude. My head went to Rom because you said Pylum. My first thought was Pylum, Rom, base rating. Yeah. Love base rating. Honestly, I think I enjoy cracking somebody's base more than I actually do draining it. Like just the thought that I take my ship out and I just like completely eviscerated everything that you had just makes me go hee. But I do like taking your resources as well. Hey, Latardo, appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Hopefully I can continue to help out. I try to make a good mix of videos for new players and established players. So it's difficult, especially with me doing a 10-minute format, but I do try. Cracking is fun. Drain the base is a real grind. I will say that there came a point where I kind of like stopped caring about draining bases until the Amalgam came. And now with the Amalgam and me using an Amalgam crew, I can pull, tens of millions from a base, and that brought the fun back. Do you normally hit your alliances? Dude, Dexter, I hit everybody. I'm a pirate. I've been a pirate since I started playing this game. If you're OPC, I hit you. I don't care what's on your name. I don't care what icon's next to it. If your base is open, I raid you. That's just me. Cracking base is kind of pointless. It usually costs more than the damage on the base. No? What? Teal, what are you smoking, sir? No. No, it doesn't. What bases are you cracking? So, for example, I want to see if the player's still here. Here's a base that I raided on stream like 3 nights ago. Let's see if they're still there. I think it was over here. Yeah, this guy. I raided him for almost 2 billion resources. What do you mean? There are bases. Ooh, wizard. You're talking about whales that hit base when people are online not raiding? Well, I mean, I'm not a whale. I'm just a regular guy. I've only got 1 billion trit on me. Wizard. All right, I'm gonna, because Wizard is usually on. So I'm gonna probe crack him with a jelly. I've got a 2-day shield. I'm just gonna message the dude. Hey, Wiz, are you on? Hey, Wiz, are you on? I tried to raid him 4 days ago, as you can see. Oh, dude, thank you, B. I'll check in just a second. What name do you want it to go to, by the way, for the baby fund? What name do you want that to go to for the baby fund? As you can see, I messaged it. Wiz, hello. Hello, are you online? I would like to make a withdrawal, please. All right, for those who are unaware what the baby name fund is, for every donation that we get to PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, we are allowing you to help pick the middle name of the baby, and I wish this would stop maximizing on the screen. So transition real quick. So a couple people just made donations, PayPal, Venmo. Thank y'all so much, first of all. Y'all didn't have to do that, and I really do appreciate it. If y'all would like to tell me who, because I don't think either of you mentioned. Yeah, like Brett just said for baby. But what name? If not, I will just apply it to a name that I like. That like Garrick, I really like. Riker, I really like. I'll just apply it to a name that I like. You like the name Colin? Well, I'm not. Okay, Colin's not one of the options. Colin is not one of the options. Dang it, he's online. No! He's online. Yes, the baby is a boy, Roy. Can y'all see it? He's online. Well, zut! Très mal. More French for y'all today. Apparently we're speaking French today. So this will be my second son, and I've also got a girl. All right, so B, I know you dated. All right, Brett said Dax. So Brett gave theirs to Dax. Thank you, Brett. Dax is currently in the lead by $20 over James Tiberius. And then we have another donation. Just if they, B, where you want it to go. Where you want it to go, B. B! James Tiberius. Oh, what is that? Woo! Uh-oh. My man, James Tiberius, just took a $3 lead. We love it. Thank you for supporting the channel and getting James Tiberius the lead. So we, sadly, just admiring your base's resources again. Oh my gosh, I want to raid it. Wants to raids it. I wants to raids it so bad. I love it when someone hits my base, gives me a chance to be witty. I do love the conversations. I really do. I have fun with the conversations. Oh, snap. Kinky Jesus. And yes, this is their display name for real. Kinky Jesus, thank you for donating. Kinky Jesus just threw $11 more at James Tiberius, bringing it to $794. We've got a lead, ladies and gentlemen. We have got a lead. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Have you ever cracked any bases that have trillions of loot? I've raided a base that had that much, but I've never cracked one personally. I've never cracked one personally that big. He said I'm like the Reaper. I think that's a compliment. All right, sorry, y'all. I got so distracted by big bases and everything. I'm sorry. I love loot. Okay, wait till he's 46, 47. He'll have hundreds of billions of liquid resource to raid in no time. I mean, there's not a shortage of people to raid because see, here's another one. Oh my goodness. I think I raided, I can't remember if I raided Ronin or Dark. I raided one of these two literally just 4 days ago. So, what's up, Godfather Triple? You have a first name picked out? I have a first name 95% picked out, but there's still time. So there's still time. There's still time. Thank you for the 3 people who've donated to the baby fund. I really do appreciate it. Sincerely, as a content creator, I can't do it without y'all's help, without y'all's love. So I really, really, really appreciate it. That's super dope of y'all. How do you decide which bases to raid? For me, I have a system in my head based on return. So like if I'm going to raid a base and I'm going to use my Valdor, for example, I know my Valdor, each blow up costs 15 million tritanium. So with that in mind, I have to then make enough to justify that. So that means my break even would be at least 30 million usually. So that means I'm probably, if I'm cracking a big base in the 40s with a Valdor, instead of using like my Saladin for a cheap one that's going to take a while to crack, I'll probably look for 100 to 200 million tritanium. Now, there are times where I need par steel, but right now I'm sitting on over 100 billion par steel. So I'm kind of fine for that for a while. It depends on what method. I use my Valdor for quick cracks because my Saladin will take longer. But my Saladin is much more cost efficient to use. So it depends on when I'm raiding and where I'm raiding and how I decide that. Huzzah, not that I know of. I mean, I don't believe DJ got an offer from Scopely to work there. Why? Recruiter used to crack with the Valdor, so I use Rom as captain. Honor Guard, Worf, Lorca. I go for big crits and Rom with big hits. And honestly, that crew is the exact same with a Saladin. My base cracking crew is basically the same no matter what ship I'm using. No matter what ship I'm using. All right, you finally went boom, boom. Prepare you. Back over here. Oh, I know what that's about, Huzzah. No, he's not working for Scopely. but he is going to work with scoping. It's the same thing that I'm doing. So, but I don't think we can tell you yet. I don't know. Now, Rom Harrison on Honor Wharf is good too. There's nothing wrong with that one either. That's another good run. If I'm hitting a bigger base though with a Valdor, it's going to go multiple rounds. So I typically will go hull breach with that. Saladin, it would be wiser to run Harrison. I still am like, I have nothing wrong with recommending Harrison, but so few people still have him because he's mostly been locked behind a paywall. But yes, I mean, if you've got a Saladin that's using to crack bases, Rom Harrison Onagar Wharf is a fantastic run. Don't worry, Latardo, you'll get there. Heard anything about G4 Armada pools being updated? I hopefully will have an update for that towards the end of the month when I do my video about the survey update, but you have to wait for that. Suggestions on crews for this heavy hitter event. So I scored very highly in my heavy hitter by using my Borg or my Vidar with a Borg crew. You can use several different things, but that's how I did it to do critical damage and get some of these little loots. I'll do it just so I can score and get Strange New World Medal of Honor tokens. So I just gotta get in the top 50. But I use my Vidar with a 9 as captain, 7-5 crew. Hey, Duval, dude, thank you for signing to be a cadet on the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. Appreciate that. Freaking A scores highly too, no matter the crew. Yeah, so there's some special ships that have bonuses to their crits when it comes to fighting specific hostiles, and I try to take advantage of that. So, if you could have one PvP crew, what would you choose? Well, what ship am I on and what am I fighting? I mean, if I had to pick one generic PvP crew, probably Lorca Killy Honor Wharf, because I could put it on any ship. Yeah, Jesus, it does take a while to grind, but I'm willing to put in that time. Avix Khan and Kang versus Eclipse hostiles. Yeah, that's another good one. So the Stella and the Vidar are both really good runs. The reason I typically go for the Vidar on my server is more people are running the Stella stuff. So it takes me more time to find the hostiles, and then I've got to worry about people hitting me because we're at war. Where if I go do the Vidar, I can usually do it by myself quietly without worrying about anybody. But any of the special ships, the Franklin can do it well, the Vidar can do it well, and the Stella can all do it very, very well. And you load them out appropriately, bing, bang, boom, you're getting critical damage. Is there a way to tell if an alliance activates an exocomp? Yeah, you'll see it. It'll be, speaking of, bam, right here. 50% repair speed. That's a nice buff. Yeah, you'll see it. Now, I am level 42, so, but you'll see it in the window. Good smaller content creators read most chats and thank politely for donos versus big content creators read little to no chats and even stop thanking for donos. I will never stop thanking for donos. Like, I don't care if y'all somehow make me into this mega content creator who makes $1 million a year. If somebody donates $10, I'm going to thank them because that's $10 they worked for and they chose to give it to me. That matters to me. So whether you give me $10, I've had people give me $100. One person gave me $1,000 at a time before. And I'm not saying that $1,000 isn't important, and it definitely shook me. I was like, holy crap. But you're giving me something that you don't have to give. Like, that's $10 that you earned and you gave to me. I'm going to thank you. I mean, it means a lot that somebody supports my family, because as a content creator, you don't make a ton on ad revenue on YouTube videos, and you definitely don't make a ton on ad revenue on Twitch. So somebody be wanting to do that, you better be appreciative of it. I sure as heck am. I know that I'm only able to do what I'm doing right now. There's 350 of y'all watching. I'm only able to do what I'm doing because people sign up for the memberships and people donate on PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I understand that. So that's also why I'm open with my finances. Like, if y'all have never come to the Twitch channel, sometimes it's goofy and ridiculous, but then other times I'm just honest. Like, people have asked, what do you make on Twitch? And I've lined out exactly what I made. I showed all of it. So I don't mind that. I think being transparent is important, and being appreciative is huge. All right, so I'm pretty sure I was on that stream. You got a $1,000 dono and you had no words for at least a whole minute. I mean, yeah, dude, you got to remember, Jedi, that I grew up, and this is kind of Rev sharing his story, which y'all probably aren't here for. You're here for Star Trek. But I grew up very poor, as in there are points in my life where I was in, my father's house had no electricity, no running water. I've been plenty of times I've had to sleep in beds and there's roaches crawling around. I've lived in houses with rats. I've come from very humble beginnings. So how do I word this politely? Because I don't want to feel like I'm attacking my family or anything. I come from very humble beginnings, and I'm just always going to be appreciative, because I think based on how I was raised, I'll never lose the concept of what some money is worth to me. Like, what I mean by that is, even if I ever reach the point where I'm a millionaire, which I can't even envision, $20 will still be a lot of money to me. $1,000 will be an extreme amount of money to me. And even though right now I'm supporting my family and I'm doing well, I'm supporting my kids, $20 is still a lot to me. Like, who I am hasn't changed. I mean, this shirt I'm wearing is from Walmart and I've had it for 5 years. This hat was a Christmas gift. The only thing on my body that I've spent a lot of money on was my tattoo. And it took me 5 years to do that. 5 years. So your son was bugging you to buy merch from the store. Well, yeah, go son. We appreciate that. So anyway, that's just all of how it works for me. So anyway, that's just kind of where I'm at. So. Did you at least have good parents? Let's not open that can of worms on stream. At least not on a YouTube stream. Yeah, Jedi, it was a very crazy night. Are you still leaning towards grading this arc in F? Yeah, I am. You spent more on that your tattoo, and I ever spent on. Yeah. Since independent credits are such a bottleneck and there are a ton of officers needing them, is there any advice on who to use them on? Yeah, we go over a quick rundown real quick. How about that? We'll go a quick rundown. Oh, crap. Wow. Dude, thank you. Randy. We just had another donation to the house fund. See, Jedi, you got house fund on my freaking mind. We will get to the independent discussion in just a second. I've got to do this real quick. Randy, this is a huge donation for what we get on YouTube. Thank you. $50, and they put it towards Riker, which we love to see. Riker just got a big bump. Riker is actually getting really close. Oh, I got to swap the screen. Bloop. Riker's getting really close. Randy, thank you so much. That is huge. I greatly appreciate that. Riker in third place, but now starting to catch up a little bit, almost to the $600 mark. And I actually love the middle name Riker. I mean, if it's, blank Riker Wyndham, I think that's dope. But I also will admit, I do love James Tiberius. Like, it's power in the name. I love all the names there. Well, okay, I don't really want to name my kid Odo or Shaka or Khan, but they're there. So, but anyway, thank you so much, Ray. That is incredibly generous of you, and I really do appreciate that. So anyway, independent credits. Here's how I do it. You're going to need them for your Ferengi officers. Rom's going to be an important one for me. So Rom is one that I want to use independent credits on. And then you have a long scroll list of I ignore a lot of people. Here we sort by group. Sort by group. We'll go down here at the bottom. We'll start here. Almost all this is Federation, which just points to the fact that there's a Federation bottleneck in this game still, which is really annoying. But Rom is the main one at the bottom that I'm working on. Grush is not worth spending independent credits on. I do love the plus warp range, but if I'm having to make decisions, he's not a top tier independent credit choice for me. Jayla is fine at tier 1, level 1, so not big on for me. Now the Borg, here's where it gets really tricky. Every epic Borg is worth dumping independent credits on. That's what's so annoying. Every epic Borg, 5, 6, 10, 11, 3, and 4, all of them are worth independent credits. All of them. And that is incredibly annoying. Now, let me explain why it's incredibly annoying. Let me explain why it's incredibly annoying, okay? Let's just use 4 as an example, but they're all basically the same. 4 is going to need a total, and this is like mind-bogglingly annoying to me, 48,000 independent credits. Now multiply that by 5. We're basically, you know, we're over 200,000 independent credits, but they all need it. 11 is worth tearing up. Yeah. Warp speed, man. I mean, if you want to take 11 out, I get it. I understand that. But here's why I like 11. One of the better attack stat officers in the game. If you've not known this, the Borg typically have some of the best attack stats in the game. Or I'm sorry, the best stats in the game in terms of how they lay out. So you look at a tier 1, level 1, he has 1,600 attack and 1,000 defense. I mean, the Borg have some of the best stats. So whether it's away teams, whether it's filling up your ships, they're some of the best values in the game. So of the Borg, you could argue Barrett we leave out, but advanced warp theory is useful, especially when you're going deep, deep space. And then the stats. So sure, we can maybe, if you want to argue taking him off, fine. But still, I really think that all 6 of them are useful. All 6 of them. Now, 7, you can see that I have not taken him to the next one. I've left him at tier 2. I don't think I need to take him any higher. You see, I've got 9 and 8 just sitting there, not taking them any higher. The Mudge, you see I'm not taking. Khan is useful to max out. But those are just going for the most important. So, yeah, exactly, Roboski. Not off the list, but lower down. And I get if people like ignore 11. But to me, this goes to a personal value thing. I think that he has value. I think he has value. I think he has value, so. Don't max Skinny Mud? I don't. I mean, of all the... Here's the thing with Skinny Mud. For you to max Skinny Mud, you got to focus on pulling him in transporter patterns. I'm not going to focus on pulling him in transporter patterns. I'm not saying he's bad. I do like his ability. But do I need it at tier 5? Nah. 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 That's plenty fine for me. Because it just goes up to 400% at max. Max 6 of 11 1.5 years ago is totally worth it. 6 is still one of the best Armada cards in the game. So I would disagree with that, Graduate Makeda. Any more independent credits are more of a bottleneck than the badges. Latardo, what do you mean? Lower decks are in the game now. What do you mean? Just reached level 25. How do I start getting the Vidar blueprints? Daniel, on Saturdays for the Cosmic Cleanup is when you can do that. Cosmic Cleanup. Hey, Fenris, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. I don't see if there's any questions I'm missing because we did have a lot coming through. Hoodie got a lucky pull of 6. Very nice. Congratulations. What's the difference between James and Dax? The monetary difference between the two? Right now, 14 bucks. 14 bucks. Which, speaking of, thank you, Graduate Makeda. Graduate Makeda just donated $13 to make Riker an even 600 for the baby fund. Hey, Riker's going to catch up. I tell people, like, y'all, I've got a week. It can happen. Hear me. Swap this on over so y'all can see me update it. Thank you, Graduate Makeda, for this. Knocking Riker up here. He's really not that far behind. James, Tiberius, and Dax right there. Dax is currently trailing James Tiberius about $14. $14. So. Thank y'all once again. Y'all have been incredibly generous tonight, and I appreciate it. Wicked Witch. Thank you. I don't feel like it's been a good work past 2 weeks, but is there a schedule rotation for ultra recruit events, or do they happen irregularly whenever? Are you talking about the leaderboard ones? Because those are going to vary month to month. Well, I appreciate it, Wicked Witch. Just gotta hope it turns out. Oh my goodness. Frick. Holy crap, dude. That is a massive super chat. Thank you so much. Well, I'm gonna put it towards Riker right now. Wow. Dude. All right, Riker's been updated. Oh, frick. Thank you so much. Holy crap. It was even red. I don't think I've even seen a red super chat before. Oh my God. Dude, thank you. Riker's been updated. Thank you so much. I'm not complaining, but what's gotten into y'all today? Y'all are being like incredibly generous. Is this something I did? Oh, Jesus. Thank you. So Gratificated, it's $6.70, and this is why I push the donation links, but this is just me being transparent. Any super chat or any membership on YouTube, they take 30%. So that $100, I will get 70. Now I'm a million percent appreciative. I'm a million percent appreciative, but I updated the list to be accurate to the amount that I'm going to get. That's why I put it at $6.70. Frick, thank you so much. That is incredibly, incredibly amazing of you. I tremendously appreciate that. And yeah, Bodie McBoface is just for people who want to donate to the baby, who don't want to put it somewhere specific. All right, Link says, new here. Thanks for the lessons. Do you review officer tool sheets? I've spent most of the game not looking at officers, and thanks to your videos, I understand my mistake. Looking forward to how best to use them. So here's what I do, Link, and I'll offer this to any player in any alliance. If you hit me up individually, yes, I will go one-on-one. I do not charge for that. I present an opportunity for you to donate to the channel, but I don't charge for it. I feel like as a content creator, it's my job to help the players. So you just need to contact me individually, and we can talk about it on Discord or Facebook, on our Facebook page, and I'll help you out. If you want to donate, that's fantastic. But yeah, I will gladly look over your officer tool sheet with you. In spirit of Scopely, the name voting should be weighted per dollar donated. If you can't buy a win, what is the point? That's exactly what we're doing, Private Piles. That's exactly what we're doing. Every dollar donated is a vote. So that is exactly how it's set up. That's exactly how it's set up. Exactly how it's set up. And Grasham McKay, just to point out that the cut that YouTube and Google take is less than what Twitch takes. So, I mean, that's why even when I tell y'all, if y'all are going to donate to DJ, I tell y'all PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, that's more direct. So, hypo. So like if you subscribe on Twitch, a subscription is $5. They take 2.5. So they take 50%. Now, if you have Amazon Prime on Twitch and you link those together and subscribe with Amazon Prime, it doesn't cost you anything extra, and I still get $2.5. But if you go buy subs on Twitch for $5 a pop, I get $2.50. So that's why we're always pushing, and I try to educate other content creators. You know, if you want to donate to me, DJ, whoever, Beck Likes Plants, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Zwell, any of those. Which of the Trinity officers would you recommend maxing first? So Slugger, for me personally, of the Trinity officers that I would max first is Marcus. Reason being, on my servers, and this will vary based on yours, I run into more Enterprises, ISS Jellies, and Valdors. Because of that, he has the most value to me in PvP. Enterprises, Valdors, ISS Jellies. Once again, this can vary to your server. Your server can be different. But this one is where I get the most value, so he's who I max first of the Trinity officers. Recommend maxing first. At Ops 39 with a max Vidar, will there be any advantage to hitting less than 33s for heavy hitter? So Gratificated, I actually was doing the 29s. Oh, I'm sorry, the 31s, I think, or the 29s or 31s, one of the two, because I could get between 6 and 14 million critical and take less hull damage. So yeah, and Disco PvP, correct. Now Disco PvP is still, you want Harrison in on Disco PvP, like he's like the secret sauce there. But yeah, oh my goodness, another one. David, thank you. David just donated $25. David, thank you. David, what name do you want this to go to? David, that is incredibly generous. What name do you want to go to? Whatever name is currently in second place. Oh, that would be Dax. Give me just a second. I'll switch screens. I've got to go. What is y'all? I'm not complaining. Thank y'all. The donations today are insane. Thank you so much. I still got to stream later tonight too. Oh my gosh. Thank you. All right. Let me set this ship in and then we'll, all right. That means it's going to go to Dax, which will actually put Dax in first place. Dax is about to be the first place name. All right. So you said 25 to the second place. So this is actually going to make Dax in the lead now. So, wow. I'm not on fire. Y'all are on fire. You're the ones doing this. I'm doing nothing. I'm talking Star Trek Fleet Command and giving tips out. I'm doing nothing. Who do I talk to get added to the captain's quarters? So easiest way is to send proof of your donation to any of the moderators. You don't have to include personal information, just like your, a screenshot of the donation on like your PayPal account or whatever, and they'll give you the role for the captain's quarters. Thank you again. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. I'm finding that Yuki Khan and Trinity Officer works best for me on mission bosses. That is a great run. That is actually one of my top runs. Like Yuki Marcus Khan versus Trinity is really big. Sometimes Yuki's not the best choice, and I would go for like a 5 of 10 as captain. But yeah, that's a really good run. It's a really good run. You're upgrading your R&D building and are full researching. How can you get into the research view trees? Okay, so there are some workarounds for a couple of those trees. Let me find a hostile to punch real quick. Oh my goodness, somebody just do it again? What? Thank you. Hold on. All right, Link, thank you so much. Look, if y'all want to donate directly, I'm just going to drop the link. I'm not trying to be the donate to Rev. This is not a fundraiser secretly. Thank y'all, your generosity. We had somebody else, Amy, who's donated. Thank you, Amy. We just donated to Dax. I've got to put this in for Dax. I don't want to miss it because I have the most squirrel brain of all the content creators. I will forget. Let me make sure I put in the right. Thank you. That is, Amy, you don't have to do that. Thank you. $20 a Dax, bringing it to $8.25. And then we had another one come in. And this one is from Brian. This is for the baby's name to be Dax. Thank you. All right. And that was, you had to make it a confusing number. 29. So we're going to go up to $8.54. Thank you so much. Dax now has a $60 lead out of nowhere. They started behind and now they're in the lead. Thank y'all. Okay, back to the show. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, thank y'all. Ship construction menu, Stella, M-score, takes you to the Outlaw tree, correct. So that's what we were going to hit next, is getting to parts of the research tree can be done, but I don't think I can get you to all of the research tree. So if I recall here, I don't have a ship in dock. When we get the Valdor back in dock, I can show you using the M-score technique. Does Honor Guard Wharf work on mission bosses? Sadly, no. Honor Guard Wharf only works on PvP. So he's only versus other players. Honor Guard Wharf is a player version of critical build. To do PvE, you'd have to use Con. Am I grinding heavy hitters this round? Dialing, I'm going to at least place in the top 50 just so I can get the Strange New World officer tokens. But that's the only reason. So I'm not going to try for the top rank. I just want to get another chest pull of this. I want to get another chest full of this and probably end up with more Spock shards. You recommend going for grade 4 miners at 42 or wait till later? Ryan, I actually recommend waiting. I don't feel like the grade 4 miners have a ton of value to most players, especially early on. They're just a resource sink. The warp range is nice, but you have like your Fisha will give you better warp range than that 42 will. So I don't push the 42s. I think you have warp range from so many other ships and so many other officers. That was the biggest advantage to them when they came out. Now I think you can wait till 45, 46 to get them then if you want to. Oh wait, do I still have the, oh, my bad. I forgot to transfer that on over. That's just me, my bad. I just want to know what server they're on. Link, the easiest way is to ask in your Galaxy chat, honestly. Usually somebody there is going to know. There is a way, and I can show you real quick. So if you put your device into an error state, and what I mean by that is, like, if you're on your phone, put it in airplane mode. For me, since I'm on the PC version, what I'm going to do is log in on my phone. It will cause an error because you can only be logged into an account on one device. So when this boots up, it will kill this game. So you see the error page that comes up? Now, if you look really closely at both the bottom text down there and then at the top right that's currently covered up, it'll be at the top right and the bottom, you'll see way down here. Oh my God, I gotta squint. It'll say 2020, so it's going to give you the list of the version of the app, and then eventually it'll say like US-020. US-020. Here, let me take away the house phone because the one on the top right is a little bit easier to read. You see the one on the top right that says https://live020? That's the server. And if you look at the very bottom right over there, there's one that says US-020 on it. So you have to force your phone in or your device into an error state that will get this pop-up. That's the easiest way for me, is throwing it on airplane mode or just log into my phone. And then if I relaunch here, my phone will then go into that error mode. So there you go. Pablo says you just need to change the language and you see it as a pop-up. Well, I've never actually tried that, Pablo. I've never actually tried that. That's a good one. Can the D4 compete with an Enterprise and PvP and PvE? It can. It can. Here, let me try that one. Settings, language, French. Didn't work for me. Didn't work for me. All right, I put my phone in a cup of water. It doesn't tell me what server though. Nice, Jesus. Nice, Jesus. Changement des moteurs à distorsion. Authentification sociale. Téléchargement de la jeu. I haven't actually booted this up in French. This would be a good way for me to practice my French though. It's been a long time since I practiced French. Besides like random phrases. Well, looky there. Yeah, you do have the little pop-up of it. Oh. Vietnam is not loading. Well, apparently changing language breaks the freaking game. Apparently choosing your language breaks the freaking game. Oh, there it is. There we go. Mon capitaine. All right. Objet. Ooh, man, this makes me want to really actually practice my French. Let me repair this because we did have somebody ask a question about the research tree. Swap ship. Stella. Go to Quebec to practice your French. So, actually, Dennis, that's actually an accurate statement because je suis de Louisiane, and Louisiane, our French/Creole is closer to Quebecois than it is Parisian. So that actually is quite accurate. Go to Canada, I will have a closer, dialogue and vernacular to somebody from Canada than I will from France. So here we go. And we go wrong button. I do this all the time, whether it's in English or French anyway. So if you come here and then you click on your M score, boop, takes you to the Stella tree. So this allows you to get to the Stella tree. Boop. That just takes you back to the Stella. Don't go to Montreal as they speak English. Well, a lot of Canada speaks English. Name 2 PvE crews that can kill 49 traders. Pipe Marochin. And if you want to kill a heavy, Beverly, Talon. Beverly, Khan, Skinny Mud. You can use Talon, but she's not as effective. Now I just need epic goo to max this bad boy out. I need epic goo. Need epic goo. Yeah, so believe it or not, fun Rev Deuce facts, since we've been covering Rev Deuce facts for the day. I have studied German, French, Hebrew as the languages that I've been interested in. Now, I don't remember any Hebrew, so don't even try. I mean, I remember very, very basic Hebrew stuff from like Bible related things like Ruach Makadesh, but I don't, my pronunciation, my tones, my grammar absolutely horrors. I don't even pretend like I speak Hebrew, not even close. I remember a few phrases here and there. French is the one that I've done the most, but I still consider myself pretty poor at it. And German here and there. But I love languages. I love linguistics. So, random Rev Deuce facts. It does make sense because back in the 1750s, when England captured Canada from France, a lot of the people that left went to Louisiana. Correct. No. All right. I think I'll actually leave this in French for a while. I'm gonna leave this in French for a while. Start working on my French again. So then you're a hero of content creators. I think that's a low bar because I don't think any of the other content creators speak any other language. But I genuinely enjoy languages. And if I had the time, I would love to just sit with people and learn German and learn Mandarin and learn, like Mandarin is one that I really want to learn because of the difficulty. But you have any good jambalaya recipes? I mean, yeah. I love jambalaya. Actually, if you want to go a step further and make it even worse for you, I love jambalaya balls, which is taking jambalaya, putting on a great batter, rolling it into like you would a meatball almost, and then deep frying it. Oh man, it's worth sacrificing years of your life. Jambalaya balls is one of my favorite things. Crunchy exterior with your fried breadcrumbs and everything. And woo! Oh my goodness, bro, it's worth dying early, 100%. No lies being told. No lies being told. Oh gosh, did somebody just send something else? Oh my goodness, Jean Paul. Remember what's your last four digits of your phone number? 5120. 5120 link. 5120. What the hell is this jambalaya? Oh my goodness. First of all, you didn't even spell it right. Second of all, okay. Jean Paul, thank you so much. Jean Paul just donated $20 to James Tiberius. I just want to make a quick note. One, thank you so much, Jean Paul. I appreciate it. Second, why did you not vote for Jean-Luc? Your name is Jean Paul. You sound French as it is. Why did you not give Jean-Luc any love? And then second of all, Riker is starting to fall into behind. Riker's falling behind. James Tiberius now getting a little bit closer to Jack. Jean Paul, thank you so much. Y'all have been so generous today, and I don't know how to handle it. I mean, this is an insane stream on YouTube. We don't get a lot of these. This is very kind of y'all. Thank you. Your real vote is for Shaka. If Shaka had a chance, yeah. Imagine Jean-Luc is a British guy. He might be British, but he's French. I mean, Chateau de Picard is your favorite wine, no? Who's you? Fenris, PMC? What are we talking about? Just got off work, miss anything good? Nathan, you're like the fifth person to ask that. Like, do y'all all come in with the same lines? I'm not judging you. I'm just saying. Y'all all say the same thing. It's funny to me. Like, everybody comes in and says the same thing. It's really funny. Holy crap. Link. Well, Dax is going to have a big freaking lead. Dude, thank you. Link just donated $100. Holy crap, thank you. Link, thank you sincerely. Oh my God. Dax is like dangerously close to $1,000. Oh my God. Well, here's the thing, Gethsemane. Joking aside, I'm not going anywhere to eat out. You know what I had for lunch today? Here's what I had for lunch. Here's what Rev had for lunch. Rev had a mayo, 1 slice of low-fat pepper jack cheese, 2 pieces of wheat bread, 5 slices of pastrami sandwich. You know what I'm gonna have for dinner? About the same daggum thing. Because all the money that y'all send, it goes where it says it goes. I'm spending over $7,000 to have my son. Every dollar I get is going to that baby. I'm not living a lap of luxury. I don't go eat out. So the last time I went to Red Lobster's, because somebody sent me, was very kind enough to send me, somebody was extremely kind enough to send me a Red Lobster gift card. So we went to Red Lobster. And maybe I should do more, but yeah, everything goes to the kids. Everything goes to the kids. My goal, and I don't mean this in an insulting way I'm not trying to insult my parents or any parents. My goal is to be a far better parent than my parents were. So I want my kids to have everything that not only that they need, but they want. So yeah, dude, the cheddar biscuits, jeez, like I didn't even know I liked Red Lobster until I went there. And then I found out that I don't like lobster, but I love biscuits. Are there going to be any more Lon or Spock events? If the current recruit Lon meta SMS is it for her, I'm going to be 4 shards short. Last BP payout of Spock will be 12 shards short. I think just about everybody is going to be left short if they're 100% free to play. If I remember right. Now we can take a look at the schedule real quick, but I think everybody's going to end up a little bit short. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. Pastrami without mustard. So if I have like a summer sausage, I'll eat it with mustard. But if I'm putting something on a sandwich, I typically use light mayo and barbecue sauce, which has mustard in it. If I want to rep gun Klingon quickly, what are the best ships to go after? Romulan traders or Federation? Federation is going to give you the best Klingon rep. Federation is going to give you the best Klingon rep. Wait, nope, wrong. That was wrong. Rev, that was dumb. Romulan is going to give you the best Klingon rep. Romulan is going to give you the best Klingon rep. You just have the $20 battle pass and got all 3? Yeah. Every parent wants their kids to do and be better than they did. If not, it should be parents in the first place. Agreed. Yeah, go kill Romulans. And really the standard I try to give you is you want to at least start with any Romulan trader level that you can kill at least 20 of them. You want to kill at least 20 Romulan traders. There will probably be an event store at the end of the arc. This is also true. There will probably be an event store. But even without an event store, most months still allow you to unlock uncommon and rare officers. So I'm not free to play, but haven't opened any metal chests yet. Only 31 Spock shards. I've not gotten any good pulls from mine. Every time I've pulled my Strange New World chest, I've kind of gotten crap. I did get, I think 4 Katinga one time, but that's it. I haven't really got any of these. Boop. All right, let's keep our grind on. Have we finished our Cerritos event? Have we finished our Cerritos? We finished that. Still got to do this, but I'm not going to make it. Here's our Cerritos. Nope. Still got a ways to go. Finish the last run. RNG has been terrible. Only got TOS Spock and G3 ship blueprints. Well, the G3 ship blueprints are going to be based on your level. Mustard goes on cured meats like ham, pastrami, corned beef, and sausages. Mayo goes on all other meats. Or it goes on whatever I want it to go on. So mustard is actually one of the healthiest condiments that you can have. And I have like 8 different types of mustard in my fridge. That's just what I happen to have on my sandwich today. So, and you have more than one in free to play. If you get another one in the event store, yes. If I want to rep grind Klingon quickly, what are the best ships to go after? I thought we just answered that. Romulans, Romulan traders, Romulan traders. I thought we just said. I'm not trying to like call you out. I thought we just answered that. I want to make sure I didn't imagine it. So. Mayo has no flavor. What are you eating? Mayo definitely has a flavor. Now I can understand you not liking mayo. Mayo definitely has a flavor. What mayo are you eating? Why do people want more than one Cerritos? I don't know. I don't see a need for another Cerritos, but that's just me personally. You answered me at the same time my wife came up and asked me something. Well, you tell the wife that we have important business going on right now. Star Trek Fleet Command is important, okay? You tell her to calm the heck down. Do battle XCOMs require redock? So no, they actually changed that. They used to, But now you no longer have to redock for that. They fixed that. You no longer have to redock. You no longer have to redock. 2 Cerritos, you can support your Armada. I mean, I guess there's truth to that. My alliance, like everybody has a Cerritos, so I guess I'm just used to having a bunch of Cerritos available. But yeah, I mean, if you're in an alliance where there's not a lot of Cerritos, you having 2 could matter. California class has carryover scoring from Armadas. Alliance wasn't running EXO, and neither was I, but someone was on scoring the event. You gotta be careful about that. You gotta be careful about that. That is how that works. My alliance has 1 or 2 Cerritos. Yeah, if that's the case, then having 2 to a player could be valuable, especially if you're one of the leaders. But for me, it doesn't. But I see that standpoint, and you know, I can see the value there. Oh man, it's been a fantastic, productive day. I feel like I'm catching up. I feel bad that I missed yesterday's event. I really do want that frame, but if I build one, while I keep on getting BP during California events. So the California event is designed to give you exactly 100 BPs. Exactly 100 BPs. So you have 1 week left for the California class. I'm purposely not completing my California class, but I'll talk about why on Twitch. I talked about it before on Twitch. I'll mention it again here in a bit. Where's EcoBoost engine? My man, he was slacking. Roboski, you know the reason? Hey, that's what you get for hanging out at all the streams. That's what you get for hanging out at all the streams. I can't wait to do some more Star Trek tonight. The problem with multiple Cerritos for mods is that if someone doesn't have the Cerritos, they also don't have the research. Well, remember that the Cerritos does give you, if nothing else, a 100% damage boost. Even if that's all it gives you, it does give you something. Even if it's only 100% damage boost. All right, got that. Just basically rep grinding now at this point. So yeah, Laromi, so the event is designed to give you 100. The event itself will give you 100 and then it will stop giving you BPs. So let's see, I've done all that. I do want to go ahead and grab more credits so I can keep pulling this every day. Federation. Don't need another enterprise. Would like to eventually get this rep up. I gotta get the Klingon rep up. I'd like to get this to 40 mil by the weekend. I'm ready to go ahead and get to admired. Once I'm at admired, I'll be able to start kind of semi-focusing on ROM again as well. Just need to carry them up together. Dylan, I'm going to get in the top 50 of heavy hitters, but I'm not trying to score in like the top 10. But I will do enough tonight. Like tonight when we stream, I'll be using my Vidar to try to get to the top. So anyway, here's what we're gonna do, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream. We've actually gone about 20 minutes later than we normally go here on YouTube. I'm gonna prep for tomorrow's video. I've got a meeting with Eco today, and then also gotta get ready for a stream tonight. Thank y'all for making today an amazing day. Not just from the, honestly, not just from the donation perspective, but just the interaction. There's been over 300 people here the entire stream. It's been an absolute blast. I've had a great time hanging out with y'all and talking. Hopefully y'all have as well. I am going to wrap up. We will be live on Twitch in a little less than 5 hours from now. We usually stream on Twitch pretty consistently at the same time, every time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then the next time we'll be live here on YouTube will be Sunday around 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is roughly, I think right now, 5 o'clock in UTC. That'd be 5 p.m. UTC, 12 p.m. CST. So, which name is leading? Dax is currently leading. Dax has got a lead of $140 thanks to a lot of generous people. And Riker is trying to slowly come up, but Dax is building a lead. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Everything that you do for me, my family. Y'all are incredible human beings. Live long and prosper. Stay safe with those Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. I'll catch you on the next one, and we're outie.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.